All right, welcome home. Inside Pool.tv. Niels Feijen versus Carlos Biado. Niels is going to hit a rack or two. We're brought to you by OBQs, Kamui Tips and Chunks, Simonis Cloth, and the Bank Shot Calculator. We are Inside Pool.tv, blasting out worldwide across the globe. Welcome, Ustream.tv viewers. I am proud to be here and always glad to be with you. So kick back and enjoy the show. This will be a race to 11. And this will be day 2 of the Bigfoot 10 ball here at Tunica, Mississippi at Harrah's. Bada zing, y'all.
Okay.
Call me if there's a problem.
Hello, Inside Pool live stream viewers. This is Danny Harriman speaking. I'm all by myself here in the booth. Uh, and welcome to the, as you already see, welcome to the big table 10 ball challenge live stream. Alvin asked me to mention our sponsors, which are Kamui Chalk and Tips, and the Bank Shot Calculator, and Simonis Cloth. I'm Danny Harriman, and I'll be your host or commentator here for the rest of this match. Now, can anyone help me out there on the live feed as far as the name of the fella here from Philippine Islands? Because I'm familiar with Niels Feijen. I've competed with him on the straight pull many times, and I've seen this fella from Manila, and I know I haven't really been introduced to him, and I don't know his name. Carlo Biado. Okay, thank you, Anya. That's a very pretty name, by the way, Anya. Very excited to be here watching all these great players. Thank you, B-Doc, for clarifying the Filipino player's name. Appreciate it. You're welcome. I have a slight problem getting from the 7 to the 8 here. I believe that's the key shot. Shouldn't be a problem, but the 9 ball presents a little bit of a problem in that he can't, Niels cannot play position for the center of the table. He'll have to, don't think he's going to want to play the 8 inside here, so. Uh-huh. Okay, so that was pretty well done. But he needed, I see what he was doing. He was playing position to get straight in. He didn't quite get straight in. He's got a slight angle, and that's the problem. If he had a big angle, he could draw one rail over here with low right and punch out for the 8 in the same corner where, but I don't think the angle's quite there. He's got a little bit of a precarious angle here. He punched it. He didn't have much angle. Yeah, I thought that the 7 to the 8 was going to be a little bit of a problem. You know, he got a little unlucky there. If he gets straight in, he can play the 8 down here in the bottom corner, bottom left corner. If he gets a little more angle on the 7, he can punch out and play the 8, but he was in the 50-yard, what we like to call the 50-yard line there. So, a little short on the bank. Maybe he could have took a deep breath there and took his time on that. A little more. Tough shot. I commented earlier to Carlos about his cue. It's a beautiful cue he's playing with. Particularly like that cue. The cue maker is Patrick Deviney. I've never played with his cues, but I don't know. I looked at the cue and I was kind of it caught my eye. It's the wood and it is beautiful. It's the points are. If I were to design a cue, I think it would be one similar to what he's got there. Deviney, yeah. Beautiful cue. Beautiful cue, Marty. Really. I know you're a Cognoscenti fan, Marty. If I remember you. But so far, Carlos Biado, his stroke reminds me a little bit of Warren Kiamko. Quite a little bit. Just mechanics and the bridge remind me of Warren Kiamko, who is also one of the greatest money players that I've seen play. Anybody else out there see similarities in between their games? I certainly wouldn't think that's a dissing Carlos any to be compared to Warren Kiamko. Okay, he's dropping down on the 2 ball here. I was kind of wondering what he was going to do with this. He's going to play position for a safety here. Didn't get it done. Let's see how well Carlos shoots combinations. I'd say he shoots them pretty good. That's a pretty safe bet. Wow. I think that's the difference between a straight pull player and a rotation player right there. I would have definitely shot that combination. Straight pull players end up having to shoot a lot of combos and that may have been the percentage, but I think I can make the combo there, even on a 10-footer. I think I can make it better than 50% of the time. So, I don't know. I never shot combos near as well as I did until I learned to play straight pool. Hey, his shot paid off on hand. But I can tell you that Niels just barely missed that ball. Someone asked me earlier what's the biggest money game I've ever been involved in. Oh, I think that would be playing a fella in Oklahoma. And we played a set for 10,000, but 10 ahead for 10,000. And we played 8-hour stretches. And you had to quit after 8 hours. And I think there was at least 10 more bet on the side, though. So. Thing about the combo, though, real bird, is the player doesn't get back to the table. And that's what makes the combo strong. If straight pull players shoot combos a lot more, and if you're going to have high runs playing straight pull, you have to be able to shoot 2 and 3 ball combos with. You shoot a lot more of them than a rotation player does. That's a fact. I guarantee. So you get more acquainted with combination shots, and I say I could make it. I don't know, but I would bet money that I could have made the 4 combo there. I might have lost my dough too. Okay, I don't have that much dough to lose. Shoot pool, not people. Shoot pool, not people, right? Uh-oh. That was a little mistake there. I still think he can make this ball, though. I say he's better than 50% to make this shot. Pool fans and players. I really want to talk about me right now, Hurricane. I appreciate it. Tulsa, Oklahoma was good memories and bad memories. I got started playing. My father got me into the game at a young age, and I just kept playing. But thank you for the questions. the fellow Hurricane, the fellow that owned the pool room there in the mid to late 90s there, was a great promoter of pool. Probably the best promoter I've ever seen, that a pool room proprietor that promoted pool. Um, he kept his his tables in impeccable condition, and it was a great environment to be in for anyone that was aspiring pocket billiard enthusiast. No smoking law hurt him. Tulsa, Oklahoma. I believe we're playing foul on all balls here. Yes, it was. Gibbedius. The Billiard Palace was, in fact, one of the greatest action pool rooms of all time. It's now a thing of the past. All right. 4 to the 5. 4 to the 5. Bada bing. I prefer winter breaks, bada bing. But I understand why the ultimate 10 ball, they would play just alternate break. These players are coming from overseas, and at this level, the lag, someone's liable to run 8 or 9 racks, and then where you are, you don't get to shoot. You fly all the way overseas, and so it it makes sense to play loser break or alternate break. But pool should be you should have a referee racking, and or at this level it should be a referee racking, and it should be winter break. The six ball is pretty tough to get on here. I might even be inclined to play for a 6-10 combo here. Looks like the 6-7 might be a combo too in the side. Ah, wow, good shot, Niels. Good shot. That was a good cue ball control there. heard that, Lethal Weapon. I heard that. For anyone of the players out here, the fans that don't know, Niels Feijen only has 10% vision in his left eye. He has what they call a lazy eye, and that causes him to use his right eye a lot more. And I agree, his form is textbook style. It is. He stays down on the ball well. He has a slight hesitation, which I believe is the correct stroke. Um, and he has killer instinct. He has all the tools of a champion. He's in good physical condition. Also, by the way, you can also you can tell when someone's walking around the table just how well they feel by their movements and their body language. And Niels is robotic, but he kind of walks around like like a soldier, you know. So he's one of my favorite players to watch, especially when he plays straight pool. Okay, 2 to the 3 is demands a little attention. Uh, I really believe a huge part of pocket billiards is being able to come to the center from everywhere. And when the ball is sitting in the hole like that, going to the center of the table isn't. It would seem easy, but it's really not. There's a lot you have to do right to go to the center there. Okay, I think we're going to see a safety here. Yep, and a good one too. Yeah, that was a very difficult hit there. But I think Railbird, I think if he ties up the 8-9, I think you're just going to see another safety. That's not going to help him because the 3 foul rule is in effect here. And I think if he ties up the 8-9, you're going to see him go to 2 fouls, and it's not going to be very hard to put him on 3. And put him on 2, and then he was just in a real bad spot there. And just at first glance, it looks like the 8 to the 9 is an important shot. Missed with the bridge there. Can't tell, but I think he snookered him. Nice shot. Very good shot. Jeez Louise. Better than nice. I don't think that was completely planned, to tell you the truth. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. I was looking at the expression of Carlos there, and I believe he apologized in his body language. He was apologizing there. Seems like a nice fella. Most Filipinos are perfect gentlemen. I've not seen one that's a butthole. It's the Americans. It's the Americans. Carlo, thank you. Right, he did. Uh, like the billiard players. I can't argue with that, Phil Fromm. I can't argue with that at all. I'm not really a violent person myself until someone pushes me up against the wall. But I'm not one of the violent spirits. But I have a lot of fight in me. But anyway, enough about me. It is true that the foreign players are nicer. They're more nice, rather. And as a whole, they seem to be more gentlemen at the table and better etiquette. Right? There's lots of chaos in this state, United States. $10 is a good safe bet. Caught a little roll there off the 5, I think. But still, when you make a good hit, sometimes you get rewarded. Easy to play safe in rotation pool. Very difficult to play safe in straight pool. When you make a mistake and you get a position error, there's just too many balls. But I guess that's the difference between rotation and straight pool. Difficult to play safe in straight pool when all balls are available. Very humble bunch. Very humble bunch. You're right about that. Although I heard over in Manila they like the chicken fights. They like the what they call it, the rooster fights. Fight to the death, and that's a big sport over there, if you want to call it that. I would never call that a sport. That's about as much of a sport as picking your nose. I don't like violent. I think that's animal torture is what that is. But it's a different culture, you know. Um, but you sure couldn't tell that they like that by the pool players that come from the Philippines. They are true gentlemen and they are humble people and very self-aware. And I think with self-awareness comes humility, and they're all very much champions too. Very much champions. A little bit of an error there from Carlos. I'm going to say Carlos. How about that? Because I think that's how I was told originally that his name was. Anyway, we could just call him Mr. Biado too. Oh, I don't like him. How about that? Okay, Bear Donkey. We have to watch out for people now that have names that represent themselves as animals, like Sarah Palin. Mama Bear and all that. Yeah. Bear Donkey. It's the animals that like that kind of behavior, killing other animals. I can tell you that. Okay. I don't see any problems here. I would call this the key shot right here. Needs to be able to control the 5. Uh-huh. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot by Mr. Feijen. This is shaping up to be a great match. For anyone who hasn't seen Niels Feijen website, um, uh, it's a good one. He has a great website. I would recommend everybody to check it out. Um, it's excellent. It has a Terminator theme, which is relevant to him having only one eye, and really good. Well, actually, he has 2 eyes, but only one is really allows him, by having one good right eye, it allows him to sight down the cue like a rifle barrel. They're sighting down the barrel of a rifle. There may be um, some strength in that. No, you didn't offend me either, Bear Donkey. If you want to watch 2 roosters kill each other and cut each other up, that's your party, brother. For anyone curious, we have a match next door going on. Is Mr. Efren has 5 games and Mr. Penniger has 4 games. Scores 5-4 Efren on the table next door here. Oh, Efren used a soft break though, and he had no chance of making a ball with that soft break. No days. That's good. You're a daisy if you do. Oh yeah, we all lethal weapon. We've all got some killer, and we've all got some animal instinct. I can't argue with that, myself included. We have to learn to tame that a little bit. Some have a little more testosterone than others, I think, maybe. Or killer instinct, or whatever you want to call it. Glad to know, Bear Donkey, that you're not a fan of cockfights. Glad to know that. I can, yes, Anya, I can attest to that statement there. I can agree. It is very warm. Today I played my match and I wore a long sleeve shirt, and I I was sweating the whole time. So there will be no more long sleeve shirts for Danny Boy out here. Tomorrow I may even wear my shorts. Wow, what a good try. Excellent effort by Mr. Biado. Can anyone out there tell me if Mika Immonen has gone back to Las Vegas to play in the bonus ball? I'm just a little curious about that, if anyone has any information on that. Uh, Fanatic, yeah, I've got a video coming out, Fanatic. It'll be available soon on AZ Billiards on the straight pool section. You'll be able to check that out. I'll have it advertised, and it's 351 ball run in 110 minutes, and the 352nd shot was a ball that I missed. It skidded on me, so wasn't much I could do about that. So, but yeah, glad. Thanks for the interest in straight pool, the greatest game on the planet, in my opinion. That is. Video should be available on the 351. If you can give me just a couple weeks, I'll probably have it available. It's going to be available in 2 to 3 weeks. It's the best run I've ever had. Okay. Niels has tied it up here, 4-4. We've got a ball game. As Jim Rempe would say, we've got a ball game. And we're tied up on both tables. Hennessy from Tennessee, just now tied the score up 5-5 on the table next door here. And looks like he may be showing some spring in his step here. So we've got a tie ball game on both tables. Can't get any better than that. Bear Donkey's asking me, is there any edits in the video? I don't really know exactly. I have someone helping me. It's seamless. The guy that I have that's doing the tech work, it was a DVR, and it had 15 different sections, and but I asked him about that editing, and his answer was it's seamless. So, you know, the run is completely legit. I'll be doing a voiceover for it, and I'll be selling those for about $40 a DVD, and you'll be able to buy that through PayPal only, unless you see me at a tournament. If you're from New Jersey, come check me out at the AccuStats Make It Happen out in Pat Fleming's invitational straight pool event. I'll be there, and I'll have copies. I'll have copies there with me, so for sale. I'm actually going to try to make money playing pool. It's just how crazy I am. Yes, Cynthia Larry. I was talking to Danny D about that. I was talking to his theory of him just a couple days ago about his theory of static electricity. Danny Diliberto is one of my favorite all-time players, Hall of Famer, straight pool champion. Just one of the great personalities in our game today. Just a great guy, really. Pat Fleming has always been. I know there's a lot of politics out there, but he's always been good to me too. So I'm really honored to be invited to the AccuStats Make It Happen straight pool event. And sorry that John Schmidt had to pull out at the last second. Hope I didn't scare him. But anyway, that's enough of that, right? Hee hee hee. was a nice shot. See, a 9-footer there, he would have been straight in on the 2, but the cue ball had more time to unwind, and the left kind of dissipated a little bit. So he still got pretty good position on the 2 ball here. This was a hard shot for me on this table. You know, he made it look easy. No, he didn't. I hope he didn't hear me. I don't think he can hear me up here. I hope he didn't. If he did, I'm going to start talking quieter. I hope I didn't shark him. Energy is everywhere. Good Vibrations. That's a good song, you know, by the Beach Boys. What do you think? What do you think, Bear Donkey? Huh. I did not know that, Gibbedius. I'm gonna have to do a little physics research there. I thought it was humidity and I I know there's more I can learn. I'm not not a scientist too much. Both matches are tied up. Five on Hennessy and Efren's 5-5, and Carlos and Niels is 4-4. Hennessy just took the lead, 6-5 over Efren. No, I disagree with that, Railbird. Sorry. I've played in Las Vegas and I've played in Reno, Nevada, and the skid has a more tendency to occur in wet, humid environments. I don't know much about static electricity, but I can tell you I've played pool all over the United States and all over the world, and you're much more apt to catch a skid, all things being equal, if the balls, whether they're polished or not, you're much more apt to catch a skid in New Orleans, Louisiana, with an open air pool room, than you are in, say, Reno, Nevada, by a long shot. Dryness causes the ball to slide more and everything conditions to be easier. Um, I'm going to have to, sorry, but I'm going to have to disagree with that, Railbird. Oh, beautiful shot there. Efren Reyes, the magician. Probably the smoothest, most fluid stroke in the business. Mr. Carlos. Yeah, I saw Chris Milling play today for the first time. He does look an effortless, and especially on these 10-footers, he shines quite a bit. Has a great stroke, classic snooker stance, smooth, and he seems. I like his game quite a bit. All right, here comes a tough shot from Niels. Tough shot. He almost made the 8. He got a nice safety out of the deal. Yep. There's a nice kick safe. Yes, someone asked if Shane Van Boeing is still in this. I believe he is. Don't quote me on that, but I believe he is. There's a winder. Kawaka one. Actually, real bird, I lived out in California for a while, and um, that's the reason the three-cushion billiard players heat the table. That's one of the reasons is to prevent the skid, and the heat causes less friction, and friction does equal skid in a way. I agree with that, but one of the reasons that they heat the slate is it speeds up the table and it causes less skids. With the dry heat, you have less skids. With a wet heat, you have more skids. The balls get damp and they stick to each other more. That's a fact. I mean, that's just a fact. And I did live out in California for a while, where up northern California, and there are less skids out there. Um, if you wax the balls with turtle wax, and you put just a slight haze over liquid turtle wax, the shell that when you buff them with a microfiber towel or whatever towel you use, I prefer a microfiber towel, or if you use an Armith ball cleaner, cleaning agent, whatever you use, it's going to stay. The shell's going to stay on the ball longer in a dry environment than it is in a humid environment. And the reason we clean the balls is to prevent skids. Um, so more sticky equals more skids. More dry equals, less skids. And when the balls are also wet, they pick up debris from the table. Whatever debris, whatever. Um, I do see one point though. If the balls are dry, if it's in dry conditions, the the balls might have a tendency to pick up more oil from your hands. And that's a possibility, but um, I'm not a physicist, so I'm just going off personal experience. Yeah, I'm from where it's more humid, but um, you know, it's just I'd rather it be dry. If I was worried about a skid, I'd rather play where it's dry. These fellas really kicked the ball well. Beautiful shot by Niels Feijen. Beautiful shot. We're watching great world-class pool right here. This is world-class pool. I think he'll be back to the table on that one. He'll be back. Wow, he just about made that ball. Incredible. Just by watching these two players play, I'm learning that I need work on my kick shots. I need to practice kick shots. Uh-oh. I might have been tempted to play that ball in the lower left corner, inside English, and just spin around the rail. He didn't even look at that shot. I probably would have missed it too. It's an awful hard shot, but I think the snooker players might have shot that ball there. It might be the difference between a Filipino player and the snooker players. Snooker players are not afraid at all to shoot that long shot, that long ball, as some snooker players refer to that as the long ball. And the Filipinos are more cue ball technicians in that they kick better, they move the cue ball a little bit better. The European English snooker players, they pot the ball a little bit better from a distance, especially on these 10-foot tables. So you're seeing a different style, you know. I'm always fascinated watching these snooker players. That's one of the reasons I come to this event. It's not for the money. It's to watch the greatest players in the world compete and play. And by the way, bonus ball, Las Vegas has got some good players up there, but the best players in the world are right here, bar none. These are the best players in the world. And I have no ill feelings towards bonus ball. I hope it's successful, but I was disappointed that they scheduled their outfit to conflict with Greg Sullivan's tournament here. He's a great promoter of pool and a gentleman of our game, and it's just it's just it was a shame that they're trying to be trying to take no prisoners there, war, politics, and all that. It's a shame, but I still wish the bonus ball all the success. Um, Anything to do with pool, I wish success, but I think the scheduling could have been a little bit more well thought out. Wow, beautiful shot. What a great shot. A great shot. What a stroke. This man is a champion. Okay, I believe the 6 will go. So, needs to come off the rail here a little. Bada bing. Yeah, Steve Davis was my favorite snooker player to watch growing up. Bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. How you doing, man? Bada bing, bada boom. How you doing, man? How you doing? Looks like Niels didn't eat his green beans. Had to eat your green. You have to make sure you eat your green beans before you shoot the 6 ball. Um, I don't have that information in front of me, Railbird. It was roughly $15,000, and I'm not even gonna say because it's on the flyer of the this latest magazine. I have that information up in my room, but I don't have it in front of me. So yeah, I'm familiar with Ronnie O'Sullivan playing left and right-handed, and I play left-handed also. I'm ambidextrous. I bat and golf left-handed, and I have a 56 ball run playing straight pool left-handed. But I can tell you, my hat is off to Ronnie O'Sullivan. I take my hat off to him. He is incredible. To be able to run the snooker table left-handed is an incredible accomplishment. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that in the last 50 years. Steve Davis for many years was my favorite snooker player. That's who I grew up watching. But Ronnie O'Sullivan is taken snooker to another level. I agree. There's many great snooker players out there, but it's a tremendous feat to turn around and just switch hands and play as good as you do right-handed, left-handed. That's very few. That does make him one of the most naturally gifted players I've ever seen. So I agree with that statement. That's a good break. Something has to fall on this break, right? Maybe not. Wow, he hit those balls solid. Man, that was a solid break. What a predicament that is. You know what? I predict he'll hit this ball. I really do. I think he'll hit this ball. Okay, someone asked me about straight pull on a 10-footer. Um, they're taking a break right now on you. Um, you have first preference on all my responses. The score is 7-5, and I'm not sure who's winning. I'll let you know that. Yeah, someone asked me about the straight pool, and my first experience on straight pool was at the Derby City in Indiana this last year on the 10-footer, and the shots are harder, position is easier. I think the 5 ball will go here. So if the 5 ball goes, if the 5 ball goes here, this will put him up 7-4. This will put Carlos up 7-4. Yeah, where do you play, Anya? Where do you live? Where are you from, Anya? Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. Well, Anya, I don't have Facebook. I don't get into that stuff. I'm backwoods on all that, or I would try to connect with you sometime. I'm very single. I'm pitifully single. Desperate. Anna Collins from Springfield, Missouri. Oh, we got Springfield, Missouri in the house. Well, good deal. Are you single, Anya? No. Oh, I don't think you're single. A name like that, you cannot be single with a name like that, right? Oh dear. It's all right. I'm harmless. Believe it or not. No matter what they say, I'm harmless. Join the nut house, huh? Bada bing. How you doing, man? How you doing, Bada bing? How you doing? We've got a momentary break in the action here. Little bit sheltered, little bit sheltered. Bada bing, bada boom. Been there, done that, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, Anya, we're about ready to get an update on the score with Efren Reyes and Hennessy from Tennessee. And I believe that Efren just went up 8-5, but I'm going to check that. Oh, no, Efren trails 8-6. Scores now. Hennessy from Tennessee has 8, and Efren has 6.
Jay, Mr. Hilford, John has 6. Who has Sean? John's got 8. Efren's got 6. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's right.
10-8. Yeah.
Okay, so score is Hennessy from Tennessee 8, Mr. Reyes 6. Back in action. I'd rather be out there, believe it or not, even if it is uncharted territory for me with this 10 ball, but I'm happy to be here. Bada bing, bada boom. Mm-hmm. Score is Carlos 7 and Niels 4. Hope I'm not sharking these players by being up here. Nice shot. Nice shot. Well executed. This is going to be a tough ball to hit right here. He has the 8-ball cuts off the short rail, and so he'll have to go one rail, long rail. I mean, the long. Oh, this is unorthodox. Wow. I said he'd get tough ball to hit. He almost made it. What a shot. This guy, he kicks like a Missouri mule. Yeah, apologize. That might have been me. I might have had my microphone too close. I'll try to watch my heavy breathing. Get a little excited watching this pool, I guess. deep question there you're asking. Depends if he has any faith. That's it. It's something other than himself. All right. Can anybody hear me out there? I'm not sure if I've got this mic on. Yeah, that depends. Your question there. Is my mic working now? Okay. I caught your question there. Very interesting question. I like it. My answer would be that depends on if his faith. And what I mean by that is if he believes in something other than himself, a higher power. I believe that that's a good moral question, and my answer is how I answered it. That's not to say that there wouldn't be temptation, but if you love the lady you're with or the person you're with, the other women are just looking at like works of art, like kind of like Billy Crystal says in my favorite movie, which is City Slickers. You know my favorite movie. No, I'm not going to get into all that. Okay, thank you. One man, one woman, one nation under God. Liberty and justice, you know what I mean? Liberty for all. Looks like we can't count it. Oh, that doesn't count. Efren just made the 10 on the break, and seems to be a bit of discussion here. Okay, he made it in the bottom corner. That does not count for the fans out there. You have to make the 10 in either the two sides or the two upper corner pockets away from the rack. If not, it doesn't count. But Efren seems to be making a comeback over here. The score is now 9-7. So Efren is closing the gap. Okay, Niels has got a tester here. One thing I can tell you about, I believe the cue ball favors the right side of the 5-ball. That means that you're going to put right in English on the cue ball because your cue wants to deviate away from the 5-ball. So center ball actually becomes a half a tipper right, which at that distance you have to aim fuller on the 3 because you'll overcut it to the left if you don't. Good information. Most of you probably know that, but if you don't, when you're elevated over a ball, it's very rare to be elevated directly over the ball. Usually your cue will deviate to one side. So there we have it. Come on, Niels, come on. Okay, now he may be able to play this 5 off the 8 inside. I don't know if that's available or not. It looks like he could use some top English, maybe a little bit of inside, top right, and hit it about a half, maybe 3/4 ball hit, and the 5 might go off the 8 in the side, but it looks a little low. It's a little bit low. The more I look at it, it looks like the 5's going to miss low on the side, so he's probably going to look at something else here. No, he's looking at my shot. He is. Could be looking at a safety too. Yeah, it's safe. Nice shot. All right, that'll work. I can't tell if he's corner hooked or not. What a great try. Wow, jump shot. Yeah, he just about made that ball. These pockets are real tight. Real tight. That shot goes on most tables. Good shot. That's the first. That's the first shot I've seen him miss on kick shots. So. Are you asking? Are you telling me good luck on you in the rest of the tournament? All right. The jump cue is forbidden in the 10-foot challenge. I believe jump cues are allowed in the actual event, Greg's event, the Southern Classic, but the jump cues are not allowed in the 10 foot in this particular event that we're watching now. But the Southern Classic, yes, they are allowed. The jump cues are permittable, unfortunately. Thank you, Anya. You never did tell me if you were single, though. Thank you for the compliment about me being cute, or whatever if that was you. I'd rather be handsome than cute, but thank you. Someone said earlier that Tennessee has no fear, and I believe that is true because that shot just put him on 10. So now the score is 10-7. Hennessy is winning. And we have a score with 8-5. Niels Feijen is trailing 8-5. Okay, thank you, Big Dennis. Thank you for the update, man. Appreciate that. I'm not working nobody. I just just making casual conversation. Believe you me, I'm not real smooth with the ladies. Uh, Rafsuke is the nicest professional player out there, from what I can tell. He is the epitome of a professional pool player that's a perfect gentleman. Oh, working the girls, huh? They're ladies, Big Dennis, not girls. They're ladies. Niels does not look happy right now. Yeah, that's a good question. Is Ralph Sakay here? Oh, Big Dennis. Ladies or girls inside. Getting deep on me now. All right. Big Dennis. Where are you from, Big Dennis? Seem like a pretty cool dude. Southern California. Uh-oh. Well, I wish they could all be California girls, right? Right, Big Dennis? I think y'all can tell by now I'm a Beach Boys fan. Yes, I agree. Biado looks very focused, and he looks like he has lots of endurance, lots of stamina. The Filipinos play lots of pool over in Manila, and they are dedicated, and they are disciplined, and they are champions. He's looking strong. Good shooting. I agree, Fanatic. I agree. He looks awful smooth, awful fluid. Reminds me of Warren Kiamko, a younger version of Warren Kiamko. How are you going to beat that for the money? Fanatic, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to beg to differ with you about your thinking that Warren Kiamko is a choker. There could be nothing anything further from the truth. Believe you me, brother, I've seen him come and go, and Warren Kiamko's the real deal. There's only a handful of people in the world that could have a chance against him playing rotation pool. You haven't seen him enough. You need to watch more. He's more, his best game is for the money, not tournaments. Okay. Hennessy from Tennessee is has defeated Efren Reyes, Mr. Efren Reyes, John Penniger, and Carlos Biado is making his way. This will put Carlos on the hill. Yep. I like this fella. I like his demeanor, this Carlos. I like his presence at the table. I like his vibe. You know what I mean? He has calm, cool, collective, takes care of business. Doesn't seem angry. Doesn't seem like he's an angry individual. He seems very, very focused. I just like his. I like his longitude and latitude and all-around attitude. The score is 10-5. Carlos is winning. Mr. Biado is on the hill. You're welcome. I'll tell you at Wang Khan or Wang Khan, no Wang Khan, 19-year-old sensation from China. He he is the best kick shot. He is really, really a great kick shot and a great player. I was really impressed with him. I guess he's the best 19-year-old player I've ever seen in my life, bar none. Nice shot, Niels. Good shot. I see, I believe right there that combination there, that's the straight pool showing up. Not so sure about that, Big Dennis. Not so sure about that. That's not to say that I wouldn't have been pulling for Keith. I like Keith. I think he would, you know, probably true. You know, he was one of the greatest young players of our generation, you know, actually just the generation just a little before me. I never got to see Keith play his very best pool, but I'm glad you have that opinion. Like I said, I lived in California for a couple of years, and I understand. I've heard many stories about Keither, and you know, but again, Keith is before a little before my time. I'm just going off of the young players that I've seen, and Wayne Khan is the best teenage player I ever saw. Period. I think they're beginning to call him Wang Can because he can get the money. I mean, folks, you know, let's see it for how it really is. You know, this young man just competed against the best field of players in the world, and that's not just in the United States, that's in the world, and finished second. And he's not even 20 years old. I'm twice his age. You know, I mean, let's give him a little bit of respect here where it's due. I mean, you know, I haven't seen Wu play for the money, and I'm sure it's different, but I mean, back when the Pro Tour was, you know, in effect, basically years ago in the 70s and 80s, you would see the best American players. Only a few Filipino players came over, and now, you know, a tournament is much more difficult. To win a major tournament is much more difficult because you have much more international flavors, and you're getting the best players from that region of their country. And to finish second against the greatest players in the world, not in the United States, not in California, not on the West Coast, but in the world, that's in the universe, you know, uh, that is really a major accomplishment. So, you know, I would have been pulling for the American also. I think Keith's before my time. You know, I understand there's lots of fans out there of Keith's, and you know, I didn't say that he could beat Keith. I didn't say anything. Just making a, um, just throwing in my 2 cents worth there. No, Fanatic. Wang is not good. You're wrong again, brother. Sorry, but he's great. He's not good. He's great. Now that shot there that Niels just executed, that ball skidded. In case you're wondering out there, I saw it. The cue ball jumped a little bit. There's two different types of skids. Sometimes the cue ball jumps, and sometimes the object ball twists. And that ball, that's why the cue ball didn't float forward like it was supposed to. That was a skid. I can tell you because I've seen many of them, and I just don't like to see them whenever they come up. But that I heard it. Not only did I see it, I heard it. So on that particular shot, the humidity, there's a good likelihood that Carlos would have been a lot closer to the 4 had the ball not skidded. That's why Niels was a little upset. Tell you what, he's still in this match. You cannot count Mr. Feijen out from Holland. He's a competitor. Got a lot of fire in him. What a hit. That was a great hit. I was surprised to see him go at it that way. Okay, he got on the rail here. That's going to make this shot from the 2 to the 3 a lot more difficult. Now, what just transpired there is quite a bit. 4 ball laid down on the rail, which makes the shot from the 3 to the 4 harder. So this out is getting tougher. If he gets out here, that's going to be a good out. His cue ball is going to have to be absolutely perfect here on the 3. So this is the beginning of the key shot. You know. Okay. Did well there. He's still going to have a tough shot from the 4 to the 5. This is not an easy out. Yep. 3 to the 4 was tough. And he snookered. He cannot see the right side of the 4. He's snookered, so he'll have to kick. I've always known a lot of people that, oh, he could see the right side of the 4. I didn't think he could see that. A lot of people like to talk about who could beat who and who can beat that. I have to tell the viewers out here that that's more about the ego, you know. I'm not real in. I mean, it's nice to tell stories of who was great and who wasn't. I have my favorite players from the past also, but I'm more interested in who the greatest player, who is playing great right now at this moment, you know. And I can tell you that okay, that's a little bit of a problem here. I cannot tell if I think the 4 ball will go here. Um, you know, I mean, there's no time like the present. Bonnie Mills wouldn't be related to Donnie Mills or Billy Mills, would you? No, it was close. The 4 ball was very, very close. Oh, he's going to catch a roll here. See, this is what I like about straight pool. When you miss, you don't ever get rewarded. Sometimes in a rotation pool, you Billy Mills, yeah, Billy Mills. Um, Sometimes in rotation pool, you miss and you get rewarded. That's aggravating when it happens over and over again. But I can't tell if this ball will go or not. I don't think it will. Yes, Jonathan Hennessy defeated Efren Reyes. And the score was 7-11, or 11-7, just like the work shift. 11-7. Bonnie Mills, are you familiar with Billy Mills? Have you ever heard of Billy Mills? I'll give you a hint. He was a runner from the 60s and 50s. He was an Olympic gold medal medalist. Ah, you have heard of him. Yeah, 10K champ, 1964 is correct. L.A. Slim knows his history. That was a good shot. Let me get the money. I'm impressed, L.A. Slim. I've seen it. I've seen it, L.A. Slim. Billy Mills is one of my heroes. So is Joe Thorpe. Look at this shot. Sports fans. Howdy doody. Oh, he snookered again. Wow. Wow. Well, he's still at the table, John Santos. He is still at the table, and that is a successful safety. Got a hand clap out of me there. Someone is asking me if I like a shot clock. Soborone. Yeah, it's okay by me. What I don't like it is when they, um, you know, I think when you get down on the shot, they shouldn't walk towards you. You know, I was at a tournament in Japan once, and the referee would actually, oh my goodness, oh wow. Well, that's the end of that. So that's why in the Ultimate 10 ball that we play, call your shot. You know what? I may switch my opinion about that. Earlier I said that, um, you know, we didn't need to call our shots, but I'm beginning to see that maybe that is a good idea. It's not his fault. He made a good hit, but he's sure to get rewarded. Andrew Payne. No, I haven't heard of him, LA Slim. Sure haven't. But I am a runner, in case you're wondering. And I am part Native American. That was devastating, I agree. I finally agree with you, Fanatic. And Niels took it like a champion. Okay, yeah, I know about that also, LA Slim. Yep. Okay, are you referring, LA Slim, are you referring to the Hatarmara Indians and the hidden tribe of super athletes from the Copper Canyon, New Mexico? Is that what you're referring to, LA Slim? I've read the book, Born to Run. Right? Oh, okay. I may have to check that out. I will. Are you a runner yourself, LA Slim? Well, all right. On behalf of Inside Pool, everybody, I'd just like to say thank you for keeping it cool with me. And okay, used to run. Good deal. And I'm supposed to thank our sponsors here also. Simonis Cloth, Kamui Chalk, and the bank pool. I forgot the bank pool. Anyway, thank you to Greg Sullivan and Diamond Billiards and Jay Helfert and everyone else involved. On behalf of Inside Pool here, I'm just going to say goodnight to everybody. All right.